On Buda on the Block, we have
Michael.
Michael from
Dallas.
Dallas,
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
You here visiting or you here to
I
live?
live here, but I still claim Dallas.
I hear that.
Yeah, I
How
live in
long?
the Bronx though.
Okay. How long you been in the Bronx?
8 years. Well, I've been in New York for 8 years. But I've
Okay.
been in the Bronx off and on between Harlem and the Bronx since I've been here.
Wow. So you went from Texas straight to the hardest part of New York City, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I think you look like you can handle it. You all right?
I'm good.
So, what would you do if someone gave you $1 million today?
Probably buy a house. Probably get a house built.
Out here in New York?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. I probably should think about what I would do with $1 million though. But I would probably get a house built, pay off some debt, probably invest in my niece and nephew's future, put some money aside for them, and probably keep some of it too. Keep some of it and save.
That sounds very responsible.
Yeah.
Do you have a hobby?
Yeah, I like to cook. I'm probably the pickiest eater you'll ever meet, but I love to cook and be in the kitchen and use my hands, and I like to bake. So just like cook, watch a lot of, I don't know if this is a hobby, but I watch like a lot of murder mysteries, a lot of true crime, and I'm probably the biggest Cowboys fan you'll meet too. So watching football on Sundays is another hobby of mine.
I'm not gonna hold being a Cowboys fan against you.
You couldn't, because it's like nothing wrong with it.
I'm a Giants fan. There's a lot wrong with it. We'll talk about that off camera. Would you consider making one of your hobbies a profession?
No, I'm a journalist for a living, so I try to keep those worlds separate. Like being a journalist, I cover politics, so that's always like I could work all the time if I wanted to. So I try to keep like my work, writing, interviewing, reporting. I try to keep all of that separate from my hobbies, so my mind can kind of process when I'm off and when I'm on, if that makes sense.
It does. What would you prefer? Higher income or no taxes? Or what would you prefer? A higher income or paying no taxes?
Probably a higher income. I think paying taxes is part of being an American, and even though I may not like the process of paying taxes, and I think that it could be streamlined and be a little easier, and obviously I probably would take a higher income, just because I think that in order for the country to do what it solve some of the problems that I think the country should solve, there has to be revenue. I think that rich people should pay more, but I think if I had to decide, I would probably take a higher income and just keep paying taxes.
More responsibleness.
I'm not as responsible as you as this interview probably demonstrates, but I appreciate that.
Can you name 3 things on your bucket list?
Go to Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece for some reason. I think it's just a beautiful country, so I've always wanted to visit Greece. Write a book. I think that it would be dope to write a book and have it published and on the New York Times bestseller list, so that's on my bucket list. And what's number 3, Michael? What's number 3 on the bucket list? Travel to Greece, write a book, and probably meet somebody famous. Like, who would I want to meet that I have? Have dinner with Beyonce. That would be on my bucket list. It's her birthday today, so gotta shout out to B.
Shout out to B. Happy birthday, B.
So those would be my 3 things off the top of my head, Buda.
What would be considered a perfect day? No limits.
Perfect day, no limits. I don't know. I think a perfect day for me is just getting rest. So waking up feeling well rested, and just being able to ease into the day. Like I said, I cover politics. I'm a journalist. So many of my days I wake up and something's going on and I have to jump right in. The best days are the days where I just kind of get to ease into the day, meditate, listen to my music, have breakfast if I want to. So for me, a perfect day would be being able to ease into the day, rest when I want to. So if I want to take a nap or something, rest when I want to, have a good meal. Not really, all pretty things that sound pretty simple, but when you put them together, kind of make for what I would call the perfect day. I try to create those in my life right now. I try not to wait for perfect conditions, because if you wait for perfect conditions, like, it'll never happen. So I try to create perfect days by design and not like wait for the right time or place or whatever.
Wow, that's very organic.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a movie or a music person?
Definitely music. Definitely music. I don't like going to the movies. I don't like watching movies. I get bored of the way my anxiety is set up. Like when I don't know what's going on, like I'm always like, what's about to happen? I can't like enjoy it because I'm always like, what's about to happen? Who's this? What's about to, like, I don't like that. I like to be able to kind of know what's coming. So I watch a lot of the same movies. I don't like to watch like new movies, but I love, love, love music.
What are your favorite 3 songs?
Like at the moment?
Yes.
At the moment, they're all
time.
Oh, all time, my God. Oh my gosh. All time? Buda. Oh man. I don't know if I can do all time in this. I know I can tell you my favorite 3 at the moment. They're all Beyonce songs from her new album. You want all time. That's too much pressure right now. I know I'm a
high pressure question. I know, it's crazy. All right, give me the all-time 3. Give me the 3 all-time right now.
All-time right now, all from Renaissance, Happy Birthday B, Alien Superstar, Heated, and Virgo's Groove. Honorable mention, America Has a Problem.
In that order?
Not in that order, but in whatever order, you can't go wrong.
Thank you so much, Michael.
I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will always get an alert when a new video drops.